Hello and welcome to another video. Today I'd love it if you joined me as I attend Montreal Comiccon 2025. Those of you who know me know that Montreal Comiccon is one of my favorite cons of all time, and this year it simply did not disappoint. My apologies, however, that this video has been somewhat delayed in its release. Real life has gotten extremely real lately. So without any further ado, let's get into it.
Ready to rock and roll?
Yup! As you can see, my journey began on Thursday as my trusty handler, my dad, and I made the journey from Toronto and Montreal. Watching the scenery fly by is always a wonderful way to spend a journey, I think. And before we knew it, we were checking into our accommodations. Okay, just checked in. As you can see, the room is smaller than this year. The past couple of years, I've actually stayed in the same room, but just one floor up. So first one, it was the one room on the second floor, and then it was on the third floor. This is a different wing. This is a different layout. So it's a little bit different. Sadly, my view is not as nice. It's not as nice, but you know, it's okay. Now begins the long process of unpacking all the costumes, steaming all the costumes, and then just getting everything set up. So that will happen. That will take a while, and then I will hopefully just be able to relax and maybe get something to eat. The steaming is done for the most part. I'll probably hit both Himmel and Marjorie with the steamer again tomorrow. It took about an hour and a half to steam them, and keep in mind, I pressed them thoroughly before packing, so that's just from the fact that they were packed. Going to style my hair tonight. Gotta use my natural curl patterns, gotta do my normal process of washing my hair and wrapping it and doing all of that. So I will do that, and I will see you tomorrow. Good morning. Apologies for the fact that I look like the hot garbage, but that's the pre-convention look. Woke up quite a while ago. I've had my coffee, but I'm just chilling now because the convention really only begins for normal tickets at 1 p.m. I will not be there right for 1 p.m., especially because I really got to pace myself. Today will start slowly. Also, today is Marjorie, so that's a little more chill, a little more relaxed, because again, natural hair, no pants, no bra. It's a very, very simple look. Not simple in construction, but it's a simple look. So I'll put on my makeup, I'll get into my costume at some point, but I'm really not planning on being there any earlier than 1:30 or 2. All right, that's the Marjorie makeup done. As you can see, it's a far more subtle look than my usual makeup looks. I'm not wearing false eyelashes, I'm not wearing body paint. It's mostly just trying to be as natural looking as possible. I have to help Himmel into his costume more than anything. I have to help him glue on his beard, which is hilarious. He's a bearded man normally, but he shaves his beard so we can glue a bigger beard on him. It's pretty funny. And then I will eventually put on my Marjorie dress, which is sitting there waiting for me, and we'll get to the convention. All right, I've got my Marjorie costume on, as you can see, and just getting ready to head out to the convention. Woohoo! For the first time ever, I don't look the weirdest. We are on our way to Montreal Comiccon Day 1. We are obviously Marjorie Tyrell and the hero Himmel. You looking forward to it, Himmel?
Absolutely.
He's got some sort of cursed artifact. I'm staying away from it. Where are we?
We're in Montreal Comiccon.
I'm Montreal. And we are about to embark on Montreal Comiccon Day 1. Hey, how are you feeling, Himmel?
I am feeling well. I'm doing well.
On the show floor, we got to scope out some of the sights. Enjoy the ambiance. That's the quietest I've ever seen the 501st booth, which tells you how busy it usually is. Oh, I gotta avoid the Jawa. They're so cute, I'm gonna barf. Hi. Hello. Hello. You're so cute. This weekend, I also got to admire some phenomenal cosplays worn by phenomenal people. Keep an eye out. I think you'll spot some familiar faces. I have very talented friends who are the best. See, look. After our little photo shoot, it was back downstairs to meet some more friends. How are you doing, Himmel?
I'm doing well.
He's doing, oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta step out of the sun so I'm not so shiny. Please join me, Mr. Himmel. All right, we've hung out, we've taken lots of pics.
Yes.
Himmel's been very popular as per usual, which has been lots of fun. So I'm not sure what else we're gonna be doing today. I'm just enjoying hanging out. I think I do want to go to Brent Spiner's panel, but I haven't decided on for sure, but probably. As I waited for the panel, I got to enjoy the hustle and bustle of the crowd, as well as get some footage of some more amazing cosplays. Panel time! The panel was a blast, and don't worry, we all had permission to film, so you too can enjoy this.
So I'm standing here, and Data is standing here, and Lore is here. And I would be talking to him, and there would come time for him to speak, and I would do this, and then I would be Lore, and, because the camera was over here. So there were no effects. I was just turning around. That was the big effect.
So I just got done with the panel. Brent Spiner is a riot. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. Extra excited to meet him now. Day one of Montreal Comiccon in the books. That was a good one. As I said, Brent Spiner's panel was hysterical because he's hysterical. You know, he did his own panel. He did not need a moderator, including the fact that we took a poll on what kind of pickle is the best. We're heading back to our accommodations now, and we will see you guys when we see you guys. How are you doing, Mr. Himmel?
I am doing well.
Amazing! We'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. There will be crows in the background, which I think is absolutely charming. It's clear there's a crow family here, which is really a fun way to wake up, actually. So I'm gonna get going in terms of putting on my makeup. I don't want to do it too early because, as I have said before, when I put the contact lenses in, that's kind of, I'm on a timer then. I think we'll have coffee, put on my makeup, and then get ready to go. I'm really looking forward to today. Oh yeah, nothing says sexy quite like the shapewear and the wig cap. Oh boy. Alright, my contact lenses are in. As I always say, I do them before the rest of my makeup because you're gonna see me shutting my eyes now. I'm so bad at putting them in that my eyes tear like crazy. I'm not joking, it takes me 15 minutes to put in the contact lenses. So as you can see, the white foundation layer is on. So after this, I will put on a little bit of contour, a little bit of skin tone, and then we'll go from there. You can see just how much more even the clown white is. It is, I find anyway, much easier to work with. It transfers terribly until you set it. So I set it with setting powder and also my recommendation green marble sealer, which is incredible. Maybe she's born with it, maybe she's a some type android. I've got my makeup on now, gotta put on my lashes, then I gotta put on my costume, my hands. I'll put on my hands are already on. I put the makeup on my hands, and yeah, that was far more painless using clown white. So, clown white it is. We're just getting ready to go to the convention. I'm sitting here just to rest up for a moment because when I get really overheated, I get really anxious and stressed and unhappy, so I'm going to try to minimize that. We're going to get going in a couple minutes, and then it will be off for our away mission as your favorite some type android and Captain Picard. Alright, we are at Montreal Comic-Con. How is everyone feeling?
Good.
Woo!
A bit warm, but other than that, yes, we got a slight breeze coming this way.
Yeah, slight breeze makes a huge difference. Alright.
It's about time they recruited me.
This is true. We are happy / terrified to have you here. Yeah, so it's been great. I think we're going to hang out because we're pretty popular here, so woohoo! Woo! More amazing cosplay, of course, and some familiar faces whom I am always delighted to see. Knowing such talented people is so wonderful. Alright, we're just chilling. We're at Captain Picard.
Indeed we are.
How are you doing, Dad? amazing. This is the nice cool spot, so really enjoying being here in the cool spot. It's kind of cooled off, which is good. You'll notice my makeup is not transferring too badly. I've had a lot of help in taking it from the places where it's actually transferred. The main issue is just my hands, which that happened when I stuck my hands under a hand dryer, just because I'd splashed some water on my palms to help with some temperature, and it lifted up the green marble setting spray like a skin and peeled off, and I was like, oops, so I had to fix that. So, but I'm not gonna let it get me down. It's looking great. I'm feeling great, and lots of lovely Star Trek folks here, so yay! Okay, let me just show you why we're not out here, because it is, I don't know what the heck it's like. It is a lot out here. It's a lot warmer too, so let me just get some shots of why we're not out here. It's effing spectacular. What is up? How are you doing?
I'm hot.
We are standing in front of the vent. You can't see it, but we are two we're very hot ladies who are being very cool. So
Like never is freaking hot. What is this idea to wear like winter cosplay in summer? Winter cosplay.
and then next time, summer cosplay in winter, so you'll be freezing.
Yes, like this summer and like this winter.
Exactly.
It was like all up and everything. Like what an idea.
Yeah.
I'm smart.
Yeah. And this is extra special because we actually met for the first time at a Montreal Comiccon.
Yes.
What, 2 years ago now?
2 years ago now.
Wow. So it's
Exactly.
fun. It's fun. So you enjoy Montreal Comiccon?
Always.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Then it was time for my photo op, which was a wonderful experience. Despite being more than a little bit of a rascal on stage, Mr. Spiner is incredibly warm and gentle in person. I'd heard he was kind, but I'm glad I didn't know just how kind. Otherwise, I would have been extra nervous to meet him. He called me darling. I'm gonna fucking cry. So one of the handlers there, one of his handlers was like, he looked at me and he said, I think you're gonna cry. And I said, probably, but tears of joy. Wonderful experience. Getting to see Midlife Cosplay's Borg was a treat. Luckily, I know he is very nice, or this would have been quite terrifying for me. Dated Enterprise. Wanted to beam up. Oh, my eyelashes are coming off. That's okay. Beautiful day. Phenomenal day. Yeah, it's been great. Once again, enormous shout out to my dad for keeping me grounded, keeping me calm, helping me being the sane voice of Megan. It's absolutely fine because, you know, I get anxious and he keeps me centered. So he's the GOAT. There he is, the GOAT. So we love you, Dad.
Alright, how are you doing?
I'm great. I feel much better now that I've taken off the outfit and the wig and the contact lenses. So I'm a little sweaty, but this is cosplay. You may not like it, but this is what peak cosplayer performance looks like. I don't know what happened to my brain. I don't know. I went crazy. Anyway. Good morning and welcome to another day in paradise. So today is Sunday. It is the final day of the convention. Yesterday was amazing. Plan for today is Poison Ivy, getting my photo op signed, and you can see the EMH hanging there in the background with the thing I use to make sure the EMH doesn't have any wrinkles. So I'm gonna put on my makeup, gonna take it slow as we always do on Sundays because, you know, there's no point in rushing and getting stressed and anything like that. So yeah, hope to see you there. Poison Ivy is now on, and we have Tuvok, I understand you are a Vulcan man. How are you feeling, Dad?
I am doing well.
Amazing! I am wearing flat shoes today, I will show you. This is how I'm getting to the convention. Flat shoes, flat shoes, flat shoes. Say that to camera. What did you just say?
So many people recognize the Doctor.
Yes.
I'm always surprised.
What? Well, he's surprised at the quality of my costuming and makeup skills? I'm kidding. We've had people, we had somebody, as I said in my last vlog, come up and recognize him as looking like Bob Picardo, who didn't somehow even know the EMH. We both felt very accomplished. I'm now walking reasonably slowly because now I'll show you my shoes. So I don't joke about Sunday morning being quieter. It will get busy if it's anything like every other year, but it is quieter. Thanks to the quiet atmosphere, I got to see the show floor. I also got to admire some friends in their Sunday cosplays. I'm here with my bestie, this air vent. If you know, you know. You see my little leaves flapping in the breeze.
As the day began to pick up, more cosplayers began to arrive.
Montreal Comiccon! Woohoo!
More photos, great energy, and overall a wonderful time. And then it was time for the DC Cosplay meetup. Many thanks to Chantel for making sure I actually got there. I had completely forgotten about it. And after the meetup, you guessed it, I got to see some more spectacular work.
About to go get this signed. And as per usual, am I freaking out? Yeah, of course I am. I'll see you on the other side. Goodbye. Getting the photo signed was a similarly wonderful experience. I cannot emphasize enough just how kind and gentle Mr. Spiner was to his fans. And this is particularly appreciated by Trekkies who are a very delicate breed of fan. So thank you so much. So, got that signed. He was so nice. He was taking so much time to talk to people. That's why the line was moving really slowly, because he just spoke to everyone and was so gracious and so kind. Thank you, Mr. Spiner. That was great. And now I have this signed, and that's a lifelong dream for me. So, I'm a happy fangirl. My baby! He has been caged! Free him! After resting up a bit, I headed back to the hustle and bustle of the show floor. That is what happens when you ask cosplayers to act natural. Like, how's everyone doing?
Good. I'm hungry though.
Hungry? Yeah. Alright, there's just about half an hour left in the convention, but we are heading out. This place does seem to clear out a little earlier than the last day of Fan Expo. It has been spectacular. There's the EMH. Avoiding the camera because he's a doctor, not a model. It's been wonderful. Today was spectacular. This was another one for the books. Montreal Comic-Con never disappoints, so thank you for joining me, and we will see you when we commute home, okay? Good evening. It's heckin' windy! I mean, it looks very dramatical, but it heckin' windy.
Eventually, however, it was time to go. We bid adieu to our accommodations and headed down to Gare Centrale. The journey back to Toronto was largely spent editing this vlog, which I think is a bit meta, to be honest.
And that's it. Thank you so much for joining me at Montreal Comic-Con 2025. If you'd like to continue living vicariously with some of my other convention vlogs, you can find that in the playlist of which this video is a part. If you'd like to see how I made 2 of the costumes I wore this weekend, you can also check out my channel to see how I made these. Maybe even make your own. If you'd like to support me, you can check out my information on socials, or support this video with a like or a comment, or even subscribe to my channel. But regardless, I'm just happy you're here. So until we meet again, take care, and I'll see you next time.